What's up, Nation? How you doing? Rock Var Live here on Var Nation with you, Bodie and Lida, hanging out in DC Universe Online, and wanted to jump in here tonight, do a regular stream, show off my new outfit, and play a little bit in Earth 3. So that's what we're doing. We got our Gumbo fixed. We're sitting here eating some Gumbo, hanging out, playing some DCUO, enjoying our evening as a family, your family as well. We feel like we're all a big family here in DC Universe Online. So glad you guys could join in. If you're joining, I'm going to hit up some new content tonight. So what I'm going to do is do some of the solo work here in Earth 3. I'm also going to hit up the duo, maybe even the 4-player, and we'll see kind of what we get into from there. But mostly just doing the new content here. Talking a little bit about DC Comics, DC TV, and DC movies, the DC Cinematic Universe. Lots going on to talk about on that side of things. The box office not going as well as the franchise had hoped. I saw today that the numbers, that doesn't look like they're going to bust the 700 million mark. But you know, in my opinion, that's what happens when you have such a horrible lead into a movie. The movie itself, I thought, was wonderful. It was delicious. It was it was probably one of the better comic book movies that I've seen. Just for whatever reason, people aren't going to the theater and seeing it, and I think it's probably due to kind of the bad taste left in their mouth, maybe from the other movies. I don't know, but only time will tell, I guess. We'll see how things go. If they're going to end up putting out an extended cut or whatever, that will give us something to look forward to as far as seeing more of what the original movie was supposed to be, and less of, you know, kind of how Warner Brothers chopped it up. But either way you go, I suggest getting out and seeing the movie. It is a really, really good film. Justice League in theaters now still. You can go out, support it, help it get the numbers that it should be getting or should have gotten. Should have been a vastly more popular movie than it has been. But, you know, like I said, that's what happens when you don't take the path that Marvel had taken there, as far as getting their characters build up in such a way that people actually wanted to see the team up, you know. And if you don't do that, there's not going to be much kind of point to it. The movie itself as a standalone was phenomenal because it was just, you know, it had the superhero feel. It dove into the backstories of the characters that we didn't know already. It even dove into the backstories of some of the characters that we already knew. But the problem is that it just didn't have the build-up to draw fans in. I know a lot of comic book fans that had seen like Man of Steel and Batman v Superman, and they're just like, nah, I don't really care to see this version of the Justice League. That's kind of the boat that I was in at that point. Then we saw Wonder Woman, we were like, oh, okay, maybe we do care to see this version of the Justice League. And then once I started watching it, I was like, oh man, this totally redeems all of the stuff they put us through to get to this point. But the problem is, a lot of people, I guess, are probably in the camp of like, well, I'm not paying to see it in the theater, because the other, you know, like me, I went and saw Man of Steel in the theater. It made me really not want to go see the others, because I'm like, I'm not wasting money to go sit in the theater and be disappointed like I was with that movie. But then Batman v Superman, not too bad, not horrible. Wonder Woman, phenomenal. And Justice League was phenomenal, so we'll just have to see. But anyway, so I'm here in Earth 3, and I'm going to go ahead and queue up for the duo while we're here. This is my new costume that I put together. I basically went to Superman, the new version of Superman that's down here in DCUO, and I matched his colors. I went with the belt, and dropped a lot of the Fallen God gear that I was wearing. I think I'm still wearing the Fallen God pants, but I'm not real sure. Is there a volume thing on that you could turn it down a notch?
Superman said to expect you. We have a situation here.
I think it is down.
The ship Superman may have mentioned has been commandeered by LexCorp agents. On top of that, they've taken over our research stations. We can't let them take our data or that ship. You have
Ooh, there's a 228 in here with me. Holy crap. Magus, what's up, man? Yep, I am back. Sorry for the delay. It has been... I was talking, I did a stream earlier today. I got carried away with the Christmas spirit. And we started doing, just family time was so fun, and we were having such a good time preparing for Bodhi's first real Christmas that I just kind of put the stream on the back burner for a while. But now I am back. I am on vacation this week, and so basically the next 2 days I will not be working at all. I will probably be streaming throughout the day if I can, and then we're going to get back to a regularly scheduled streams here going into the new year, or coming out of the new year, I guess I should say. I probably won't stream too much New Year's, maybe New Year's Day, but I don't think New Year's Eve. But I thought it important to get back on a stream schedule because we had yet another big DCUO streamer or YouTuber drop the game. I don't know if you've heard the news, or if you guys have heard the news. OG Mentor, who I actually get quite a few of my loadouts from, has been so upset by the game. Apparently he has not only deleted the game, but he is outright selling his PSN account on his YouTube page, which I didn't know you could do. I kind of thought that was a no-no, but he's doing it. He's basically auctioning it off to the highest bidder. And I don't know exactly. I didn't watch too much to find out exactly what the beef is, but I think it has to do with some of the holiday stuff, that Feats that we were able to get. I've been seeing a lot of people complaining about DCUO selling Feats, and essentially because it's stuff that you can get off the broker or whatnot that'll give you the Feats. And so the big one this year was we got that 50-point or 100-point feat for free because they gave us the holiday tree, and then the holiday tree gave us the piece that we needed to collect, the collection that we needed to get that 100-point feat. And it was like right after that people just started getting real mad. I'll tell you, it doesn't affect me that that people are getting some feats. Like, I don't understand why that's so painful to everyone. Personally, I don't care. I worked for the feats that I got. So a lot of the feats that I got were given to me because of the game, because of things that we do in the game that just gets us feats. No, it's not because of my wife, Lida. Some of it is. All right. A lot of it is. Lida got a lot of my feats, I'm not going to lie, but you know what? If I hadn't created this account and made this wonderful character, you wouldn't even have had the character to get the feats with. So in a way, I got the feats for you. And that's what I'm going with. That's the logic that I use. I win. I'm the winner. But anyway, so but the whole thing with the, everybody or people getting pissed off that DCUO's making some things available to people that maybe don't have feats or haven't gone to do the grind to get some of these harder feats, that they've got a way to get their characters build up a little bit to be able to play the game. Guys, and this is, I'm sorry if it pisses anybody off that's in the camp that is upset about that, but guys, if this game does not make money, there is no flipping game, and it all gets shut down, and we don't have shit to do. So suck it up and deal with it. Sometimes people are going to have to be able to play this game that aren't... here's what I'm getting to. There's not enough people playing games these days that are like hardcore, avid gamers that are out there doing the grind, getting the feats, wanting the challenge and all that kind of stuff to keep a game like this making the kind of money that it needs to make to continue to grow and survive for the next 5 or 6, 10 years. I mean, that's why people are like, oh, you know, a lot of MMOs don't last 5 or 6 years. That's because they're not making any fucking money. Like, if they were, they would still be lasting that long. And the reason they're not making money is because they're not coming up with ideas and ways to get people to spend money on the game so that they can make the extra overhead to make the game better, to hire more employees, to keep the employees they have fed. It's a business, guys. It's a business that has to survive in order to keep going. And if it's not going to survive through people paying for it, there is no game. It's not a, you know, there's nobody out there that's going to be like, hey, you know what we would like to do? We would like to work for free and design a game that people can play and not have to put any money into, just hard work, but no cash. That doesn't work. It doesn't pay the bills. So that is why they come up with these ways and these gimmicks to get people to spend their money, to buy things from the marketplace that will help them in game. Shit, I shouldn't have done that. I am not your enemy. And that's why they do it, and that's why the game costs money, and that's why they will continue to come up with ways, or try to come up with ways, to make the game, or to make the purchasable parts of the game more appealing to people. And some of that's going to be feats, some of that's going to be gear, some of that's going to be extras, but they can't continue to just sit on their laurels and expect to continue to thrive through the next 5 or 6 years. So, in my opinion, to sit around and be like, oh, it's a pay-to-play game and whatever, no shit. That's what you're going to pay to play this game, or you're going to pay to play another game, or you're going to pay to go out in the world and do something else exciting with your money, or, you know, with your time. One way or the other, you're going to end up paying for something. So for me, to put money into this game that brings me so much enjoyment is a no-brainer. I mean, it just, I don't mind paying for it. And so if somebody out there is like a kid, or if somebody out there is a casual player, and they're like, hey, I don't play this game enough to really grind for feats and be one of these people that's got 200 plus skill points, but I'm not being able to survive in this content, so it's no fun, and there's no reason for me to subscribe. There's a lot of people that'll be in that boat, and it's going to take attracting those people and keeping them continuously active in the game to keep this game running. Because if not, if you just limit yourself to the folks who are willing to pay a subscription and grind for feats and do whatever, you're going to be knocking out probably all but a fourth of the people playing this game. And so then you're left with shitty content, small, you know, long times between new content, and in just, you know, you might have a core following of the game, but that's not going to keep it alive. So what they're trying to do, and what they have to do, is get that casual player who only plays, you know, a couple nights a week, a couple hours a week, you know, whatever. You have to convince that person to spend money on the game to keep it going. And to come back week after week and say, this is the game I'm going to play, as opposed to Dragon Age, or as opposed to Grand Theft Auto, or any of these other games that are, you can walk into, play it for a couple hours, and, you know, you don't have to, if you're playing Dragon Age, you don't have to be a pro gamer to go into Dragon Age, set it on the easiest setting, and walk through the entire story. It's very, very easy to do. And so you've got a whole bunch of people out there who can say, oh, damn, screw this. I'm not putting the time and effort into this. I'm going to go play this other game. And so what does that do? Well, you know, you may not necessarily want those kind of players in raids with you. You may not necessarily want those kind of players in 4-player instances with you, but you still need their money to keep your game going. So it's like a catch-22 as far as that's concerned. So I can see being upset about it a little bit, or feeling like, oh, you know, here they go giving free stuff away again to people who haven't earned it. But at the end of the day, it takes all of us to make this game go round. So to get pissed off and leave a game because of that, well, good luck. Happy hunting to you in your new endeavor, I guess, to whoever that is. Now, I don't know that that was the case with this YouTuber. I'm just saying that I've seen a bunch of people complaining on the forums and on Twitter and all this kind of stuff about DCO being free to play. I don't know particularly, I don't know exactly what his beef was with the game, or if he even had one. Maybe he's just played it long enough that he's bored with it, or he just wanted to do something else. I don't know. So that's not the purpose of my rant here. The purpose of my rant is all of those people who are kind of just whining on Twitter and on the forums and all that kind of stuff about, oh, they just gave away this 100-point feat. Well, okay. Or you can go and get your Holly Jolly leaves from the market, buy them up, and get this 100-point feat. Well, yeah, you can. And that helps someone who doesn't have much SP, and it doesn't hurt me at all. It gave me another skill point, so I'm like, hey, sweetness. What's up, Tim Clark? Thank you for subbing earlier too, bro. I appreciate that. And that is the end of my rant on. I did not mean to get so into it, but it just, you know how it is. I get to talking. I forget that I've got this delicious gumbo in front of me. So gumbo, I did not know. I've gotten it from the store. I've never made my own. I didn't know how. So my mom actually has some friends that are from Louisiana, and they came and visited her. Well, they didn't come to visit her, they came to visit their daughter, but end result is they ended up all at my mom's house for Christmas Eve. My mom lives in Oklahoma. And they came over and they made gumbo and some other stuff. But I was really interested to find out how you do it. So what we've done tonight is not exactly what they told us to do. We started out sauteed onions. Saute the onions. We used vegan butter because Bodie's allergic to milk and he's like lactose, whatnot. So we use always like vegan butter. So use vegan butter, chopped up onions, sauteed that, chopped up some chicken breast, throw that in there, chop up some sausage, some like kielbasa sausage, throw that in there. Just a package of shrimp, like the frozen shrimp that you get at Walmart, which is where I got it. Throw that in there. Get that all nice and like sauteed, I guess. I don't know. Cookied. And then turn it into soup. Basically dump it in a pot with boiling water. Boil it till the chicken's done. And it is de-freaking-licious. Now, normally you're supposed to have rice. I didn't mess with that. We did do Creole. We got some Creole spices. But man, it is delicious. And oddly enough, the best part about it is the sausage. It's like the sausage has absorbed the flavors of the other meats. And it makes it just scrumptious. So that's what I'm eating on tonight and probably tomorrow. Because, you know, I don't want to have to cook again tomorrow, and we've already got this big huge pot of this made for the two of us. Bodie ate a little bit of it, but between the two of us we'll have a couple bowls and that'll be it. And then tomorrow I'm thinking of adding some ramen to it because it needs something. It needs kind of a noodly type of a thing to go with it, so we'll see about that tomorrow. I don't know, but that was my after stream, between stream meal that we did. And then we also did bath time, because now bath time is not getting in the way of streams because Bodie is taking big boy showers now. So we've had 2 big boy showers in a row. And for me, that means probably more streams. Oh, why the hell am I not collecting this? Is my inventory full? Nah, got an aggressive. Oh no, my inventory's not full. In fact, I didn't get my loot. What did we get here? Nothing. Probably some tank gear. We'll get our tank gear. Christmas was phenomenal around here, guys. I don't know. I hope everybody had as fun of a Christmas as we did. Having a 1.5-year-old is the funnest freaking thing. I mean, he is now into everything I love. We got lightsabers. We're doing lightsaber duels. He's got a little kid drum set, a little keyboard with a microphone. Basically, right now, our house looks like Tom Hanks' apartment in the movie Big. Like, there is just cool shit everywhere. We have a little basketball thing here that he's been playing. It's got a soccer net and a bowling alley hook to it. It's just endless fun. I'm back to probably ooh, look at that. Enhanced quick suit gloves. That'll be good for Wally. And I also did get my artifact up, I think. Yeah, my artifact is an 85 now. Let's power that bad boy up. Yoink. Alright. I have mail. Am I not in Earth 3? I thought I was in Earth 3. Where the hell am I? I must not be. Was I just flying around out here for no reason? I don't normally do that. Well, there's one way to tell. Where am I? Oh yeah, I'm in Metropolis, it looks like. Why would I be in Metropolis? Weird. Anyway, let's go back to our base. You guys can see, well, I never did finish my Christmas decorating in game. I started it and I got all excited about it, and then we got carried away with everything else. Been watching a little bit of Star Wars: The Clone Wars on Netflix. Man, that's better than most of the Star Wars movies. Let's check our mail and see what's up. Oh, hello. Awesome. Android Superman sent me an email. It says the subject is system rebooted. Android has been reactivated, he says. Yeah! Thank you, Jesus. Android? Yeah. He's known about Rock, or Bodhi. Yeah, he played, I think he was on, or no, we messaged on PSN after he was born. But, yeah, thank you. My leader, my liege, is back. The heat. I am now, and I will forever be Android's number 2. He is. Who does number 2 work for? He is my leader. I am his second in command. That is the way things are meant to be. I took the role of leader of the league only to keep it going in his absence. But the reason I've stayed in this league for so long and am as loyal as I am to it is this man right here, Android Superman 42. So thank you, Android. I hope that he's been watching the streams, maybe. I don't know. But hopefully I get to see him soon. I'm super excited and a little nervous. It's been a while. I'm going to. I don't know how long, if he's going to be back for good or what he's doing, so. Yeah, it's his league. I'm giving it back to him. Huh? The heat? Yeah, I thought I did. Why? Oh. I still haven't gotten called into this 4-player yet. That's weird. Oh yeah, I did some decorating in here, so check out my TVs. I've got TVs everywhere. This is the way I like it. And look over here. The one in the middle is the fortress. There we go. Now we're hitting Earth 3.
This is Waller. You have been temporarily assigned to Task Force X. You will be working with members of the Suicide Squad until the mission
We're
is
all
complete.
DPS.
I will remind you that our agency appreciates your complete cooperation.
Hopefully we can survive.
Gordon Rain, mayor of Gotham, is over. He's going to answer for his actions. You'll probably. Just don't get in my way.
Master Mercenary. Somebody's asking me for help with the Master Mercenary chest. I'll have to look and see what I can do. Damn, I just got one too. I don't have it in my inventory. I don't know if I kept it or what I did with it. I remember getting one from a Promethean box not long ago.
How dare you use the office of mayor for extortion, corruption?
I will check into it.
Jim Gordon, I know, would have no part of it.
Who in the blazes are you? Don't act like you know me, you cut-rate owlman knockoff. I'm the mayor of Gotham City, and you and your pals are done for. Activate the automated defenses.
Turrets online. Engage hostiles.
All units, move in. Form a wall. Damn it.
Lobby is blanketed in some sort of gang. We'll have to fight our way to Gordon, one dirty cop at a time.
By the way, this is irrelevant gaming talking. I don't know what that means. I hope you're not talking about my conversation being irrelevant, because everything I say is relevant. It's my YouTube channel. So yeah, it's all relevant to me. Oh, we have a tank. Snap on is tanking.
That all you got?
Shadow Dragon, what's up, my man? Lida was super happy with her
You idiots.
aura
Stop
that we got.
You can't run from me.
She was ecstatic and
Take
still
out the
is.
rest of his men.
I don't know that I even put it on my tune, but then, you know, kind of it's cool and all. It's kind of girly.
Dispatch, we got a 1035 here. Officer down. Pension won't cover this. Call an ambulance. Requesting backup. Just die already. Save me some paperwork. Hands in the air. Get down on your knees.
Shutting down.
Ah, we might get a ring here. Nope, already got that. And I'm going with the focusing. I finally got the bat signal that you can activate, turn it on and off yourself. I gave it to my Batman tune. It is sweet. I am thrilled with that thing. I've got two of them sitting side by side in his little bat cave, and it's like one of them's constantly on, of course, because I only got one of the ones you can activate, but it's still just super cool that they came up with that for a base item. And I need to get the feet on Rock, I think. I'm really liking this cape. I don't normally wear capes, but I put this on because I thought it went good with the outfit, and I am now really digging having a cape. I like this one, the way it kind of flows. Yeah, I like that too, that it's not like super duper rare. And Shadow says, yeah, Bat Signal is one of the best base items, and it's not too rare, which is cool, because, you know, a lot of times they come out with a super sweet base item or something like that, and it's like you'll never get it, or you'll spend millions of dollars on the broker to get it. So it's kind of, a lot of the stuff that I would think it would be really rare now isn't, and it's pretty refreshing to me, really. It's like, one thing I hate is having like a themed tune and having nothing to go with his base that, you know, because it could very easily have a Batman tune and have nothing Batman-ish in his base. But the way things are dropping in this new content, I'm getting all kinds of stuff I can send over there to him. The Gotham Zoo stuff is sweet. DCUO's Peter Parker, what's going on, man? Thank you for joining the stream. Rejoining, you were on earlier. JLU Oliver Queen. That guy should be in my JLU Legends League. I've seen him out before. He may actually be in, I don't know. You thought I was gonna forget again? No, it was my sole purpose was to get back on here. The gumbo was phenomenal, man. I'm still eating it. I was going through earlier on the stream how I made it and everything. It is super, super good. The only thing I would do differently the next time, normally there's rice in it. I didn't do the rice because Lida doesn't like rice in soup or like in anything really, unless it's just like plain white rice. So I didn't do the rice, and it's missing something. You know, it's like obvious that it needs a filler. So I think we're gonna do ramen noodles in it next time, which will be tomorrow, because I'm going to have a shit ton of it left over. So tomorrow when I heat it up, like reheat it on the stove, I'm going to put noodles in it. And that, I think, is going to make it awesome. I should have done that anyway. Damn it! How did I just die? Because I'm dumb and I wasn't paying attention. And I don't have a healer. I must not have fixed my roll optional alerts again. Did I not do that? I think I turned them off because I was playing another tune. Yeah, I did. Or I turned them on. Shouldn't do that. Now maybe if I undo it, if anybody leaves, we'll get healer or something. Peter Parker says, Lida don't like rice. She wouldn't last one day at my house. We are Hispanic and have rice like 3 times a week. I love rice, man. I love rice. She likes rice, but she doesn't like it with stuff. Like, it's kind of weird, really, when you think about it. Like, you know, like, sometimes burritos have rice in them. She hates that. I love it, personally. I'd eat rice with every meal, but then, you know, there's not much I wouldn't eat with every meal. It's not much to say from my end to be like, I'd have rice with every meal. Yeah, I'd have pretty much anything that you set in front of me, so it doesn't really matter. But definitely would have rice, and I love like a nice, just kind of depends. I like fried rice, I like white rice, I like brown rice, I like whatever kind of rice you want to throw at me. But then I'm normally, they want to do judge first. Okay, so then, but you know me, I'm more into, I like the meat and I like the filler. Like, I'm not too big on vegetables and stuff like that, but anything that's like potato based rice, like something that's starchy, that's what I'm all about. So basically I just want, like right now, I made this stuff basically like meat soup. It's like the perfect thing for me because it's really just sausage, chicken, and shrimp in a soup. It's just like meat soup with Creole seasonings. Creola seasoning. I don't know what the hell you call it. I call it Creole. Oh, that's the juror. We didn't want the juror, did we? I thought we wanted the judge. No. Oh, did we already kill the judge? Nope, he's over here. So we basically did not follow our own program, I guess. Oh, I don't even have my pet out.
You shall now enter to a jury of your peers.
You are hereby sentenced to death.
No!
We, the jury, find you guilty. You shall now answer to a jury of your peers.
Alright, the judge is out. Get that executioner. Now we're good. I don't think I need a 189 chest for anything right now. Yep. Gauntlets, probably not. Take another focusing element. Alright. Peter Parker says Lida likes not truck Superman and hates rice. Not Trunks. If she wouldn't have stopped you from spoiling the jail movie, I think she was nuts. But I hear most women are crazy. Well, that is true. She likes Trunks Superman. She just had no choice. They didn't have any costumes in his size that had the trunks. It was a conspiracy laid on us by the government. I blame Donald Trump. I am blaming Donald Trump for the lack of trunks on Superman. Even though that happened on Obama's watch. Now I have to blame Obama too. I blame both of them.
It was the only one on the rack, and it was for $3.
Hey, look at that. Shadow's in the game with Alyssa Golden Blade. She also wants me to clarify that she does love rice, just not in her burritos. So, and soup, apparently. You like it in soup? I didn't. Chicken and wild rice? What is it? What is wild rice? Is it like untamed rice? It's like rice that wears a mohawk. And it's like drinks liquor straight from the bottle. I'm wild rice, bitch. Yeehaw. Trump and Obama are why Lida and all of the other women are crazy. Listen, you're
Men like you.
you're toeing the line here. Lida likes you. You better stop. You're her favorite because of the past comments that you've made. Don't get on the other side of that fence. That's where I live. You don't want to be there. Trust me. Oh wait, she says the only reason she's crazy is because of me. Bullshit. You were crazy when I met you. You were crazy long before I met you. I was a nice, upstanding young man when I met Lida.
Think again. I He's coming.
She ruined me.
No,
I was like, I wore white button-up shirts with ties. I went to church. I was a real nice guy. I said ma'am and please and thank you. And then Lida came along. She turned me into a heathen. She heathened me.
When I met you, you were wearing a Metallica Beavis and Butthead cut-off shirt, drunk and high as shit, and smoking a cigarette.
That may or may not be true. I don't think so. I think all of those things are wrong.
Your loved ones will pay for that.
Sometimes I probably do sometimes, but I don't. She doesn't deserve it. A hug. He says sometimes he feels like I need to stop playing and just give you a hug. Whatever. She doesn't deserve a hug. She said that would mean giving her affection. Then that's not gonna happen. Whatever, I'm very affectionate. I'm probably one of the most affectionate dudes there is. I'm the most affectionate dude I know. So, there's that. I also know how to treat ladies. She said that my pants are gonna catch on fire. I'm lying so much. Whatever. I have fireproof pants.
Kick this party up a notch. There are more level door prizes for you party.
Me?
Good, but not good.
She said, who does your laundry? I do. I do my own laundry. Yeah.
Everyone here.
I know how to. I definitely know how to treat the ladies.
Good luck this army. Hey, watch the face.
No. I didn't get the bomb to deer.
You don't have the guts for this. I held a raffle for everyone in the gala. The selected lucky winners.
There we go. Oop. One. Get her. No. This poor deer lost her life because of me. I'm gonna make myself sit here and watch her burn as my own punishment. I crispified that girl. See, I do know how to treat a lady. She's a crispy critter now. She's so crispy.
That won't be forgotten. An eye for an eye.
He said DC Peter Parker said that I'm lucky to have a wife that lets me play DCUO. And he said, I have to go where you found Lida. You know, get me my own Lida. Ohio. Ohio is where the Lidas live. She wasn't a gamer girl when I met her, though. She was all prissy and whatnot. Well, you kind of were. Yeah, you didn't. She played Kingdom Hearts and Mario. Okay, so you played some games, I guess. But still, she was a lot more prissy when I met her. Now she games it up. What store did I buy Lida at? It's a little comic book store called Purple Earth. Actually, no, that's where we went to our honeymoon. I was in college, actually, when I met her. See, that's why you go to college. Damn, seriously, I gotta go all the way back to where this thing...
Your loved ones will pay for that. Good, but not good enough.
Maybe I Amazoned her. Maybe I did. They didn't have Amazon Prime back then.
It's over. I saw the cover-up files in Montoya's office. Tell me what happened to Richard Grayson.
It was all him. Owlman bumped off the kid's parents so that Thomas Wayne could adopt him. He forced the kid to join the crime syndicate. You simpering worm, Gordon.
You murdered his parents.
Spare me. Gordon used their blood money to buy votes. It's true, but
Mega said Kingdom Hearts was the shit. I never played it.
You let him face the Joker alone. Shut your mouth!
I didn't get to game all that much at that point in time. Ooh. Oh, I already have that. Damn. Kind of want it again, though. I'll give it to my tank. Sweet. These guys did awesome. We had no healer. And I died quite a bit, but that's normal. Sears. It was Sears Robux. Sears and Robux. That was back when you had to actually go to a store to shop. How do I leave here? Can I go through the old triangle? Nope. Got to return the old-fashioned way. You know what is weird, though? So, why is it that Rogue One is on Netflix, but Force Awakens is not? Or is it? What the hell is that? Didn't Force Awakens come out long before Rogue One? I thought it did. Oh, it is on Netflix. It's only available on DVD. Well, that's dumb. You're dumb, Netflix. Nope, definitely not a thrift store. Yeah, Bodhi's here with me. He's hanging out with us on the stream. He's telling me, Papa, Mom's watching Star Wars without ya. She's watching Clone Wars show. Bodhi's really getting into it. I think he likes watching the lightsabers jump around and whatnot. I don't know. But anyway, I'm going to go ahead and wrap up the stream because it is getting late, and I'm going to go watch some Star Wars too. So thank you guys for joining me here on the stream. You got to go to Sears. DCUS Peter Parker says I got to go to Sears. I would say, what was that store, honey, that you used to always want to go to in the mall? You know what I'm talking about? Like where you would buy jewelry and shit? Like jewelry and shit? Say it again? Oh, Claire's? I don't know if they even still have that store in the mall, but do they? That's where you would find a Lida. If you go to any mall and go to a store called Claire's, you will find yourself a Lida. Because maybe she may not be a gaming Lida, but she will be a Lida. And then you just get her into gaming. So, there you go. Or I could clone her for you, but unfortunately, if that ever does happen, if I was ever able to clone Lida, that Lida would be mine too. Because that's kind of my fantasy. It's like a three-way with Lida and Lida. And I don't know if I would call them Lida 1 and Lida 2 or what, but yeah, I would have to have a three-way with my own wives. And so maybe the third one could be yours, but then I'm afraid if that happened, I would want her too. So, oh, it's Claires, I think. It's like all that like teeny bopper jewelry shit, like that, you know, princessy girls wear. That's kind of how Lida dresses, with a comic book t-shirt on. No, DCU as Peter Parker. I do not need to see your schlong. No dudes. No sausage parties in my fantasies, thank you. But, you know, maybe, I don't know, you're what, like 15-ish? Something like that? Maybe if we have a daughter, you can marry her. How's that? You wouldn't be that much older than her. I mean, right now you would be, but, you know, in 30, 40 years, nobody would care. So, there you go. You could be my son-in-law. But anyway, so I'm going to take off, guys. Thank you so much for joining the stream. Thanks to DCUO's Peter Parker for hanging out. Megas Gaming, Shadow Dragon, good to see you, man. And Tim Clark, thanks for being on the stream. I'll be back on tomorrow, guys. So I'll jump on here hopefully tomorrow afternoon. And, you know, we'll hang out a bit and then see if we can do it all again tomorrow night. DCU's Peter Parker said I'm going to be that weird dude at Claire's for the whole day. Yeah, just like walking around being like, hey, how you doing? Can I get your number? Do people still say that? I don't know. Are they like, scan me your number? Or something like that. So anyway, guys, I'll see you all later. Be sure to give a like to the stream before you jump off there. Sub if you're not subbed. Thank you to any new subs. And we will see you guys tomorrow. For Lida and Bodhi, this is Rock Var saying play on.